Hi, my name is Emelia and I'm a junior studying rural development at the University of Alaska in Fairbanks. I like to think that every person I meet and every opportunity that I have influences me in some way. And all of these little different things that influence me have contributed to the person that I am today. I grew up in Kenny Lake, a community in the Copper River Valley about 220 miles from Anchorage, 90 miles from Valdez, and 284 miles from Fairbanks. Kenny Lake is a small town of about 355 people, and we're blessed with the Wrangell Mountains right outside our window, as well as the Chugach Range. Because it is rarely listed on maps, people rarely know where Kenny Lake is. You might find yourself there if you are on your way to Chitna. You might stop at the Kenny Lake Mercantile to fill up before you go down to Chitna, and then maybe even onto the McCarthy Road out to the old Kennecott mining town. Growing up in a place like Kenny Lake has given me the opportunity to be influenced by the community members that I'm surrounded by. I graduated with only 5 other students, all of which I really grew up with. From kindergarten to when we graduated, and I really believe that I was raised by many members of the community. I love rural Alaska, and I love the small community that I grew up in. People living in rural Alaska have their own set of unique challenges, and even though I live on a road system, I know that living in a remote area of Alaska links me with other people who are in the same situation. Farming is something that I believe has significantly influenced the person that I am today. To give just a little bit of background, I was born in the Midwest to parents who have been farmers forever. 5 generations before I was born, my great-great-great-great-grandfather was homesteading in southwest Minnesota. However, my parents became tired of this lifestyle and moved my 2 older brothers and I up to Alaska in 1995 when I was 6 months old. My dad promised my mom that we would never go back to farming because they were both ready to move on to something different, but within 2 years we had moved out to the Copper River Valley and started a hog farm in Kenny Lake. We purchased a 350-acre parcel of raw land and began clearing, where we now raise cattle, hogs, reindeer, and bison. This lifestyle has taught me the value and importance of hard work and to be thankful. I am thankful every day for the food I am blessed with, as well as the ability to learn and respect the livestock we raise. Farming is one of the biggest influences that defines my sense of identity, and after I graduate, I would love to move back to the Copper River Valley and work on the farm, and maybe even start my own meat processing facility so that I can get fresh produce and fresh food out to people in the rest of Alaska. Farming in Alaska presents a very unique set of challenges that are different from farming anywhere else. You have to deal with water freezing, getting wood to heat animals, and all sorts of different problems that arise. So farming has always taught me that you have to be willing to adapt and willing to work hard and to really work for what you love and what you're passionate about. My favorite animal on the farm is probably the pigs, because we've had pigs ever since we moved to Alaska. They've kind of been the Van Wy family farm staple animal. People are always wanting to try our bacon. Cooking and baking have always been an influence in my life as well. Food has always been important in my community and brings people together. I love being with family and friends to enjoy meals and to celebrate good food. My grandma taught me how to bake when I was very little, and it has always been a way for me to communicate with people and give thanks. When I was little, my mom worked as an English teacher in the public school, and my dad was farming all the time, so I was left home to be the farm girl and help my dad with chores. However, he often got tired of me trying to help when it was 40 below, so he left me inside watching PBS and the news all day and never taught me how to change the channel on the TV. So For most of my years before I went to school, I watched the Cooking Channel on PBS. And so I learned to love food and baking when I was very little. Living in Alaska has really given me the opportunity to enjoy and celebrate nature and being outdoors. I love fishing and trapping, photography, hiking, cross-country skiing, berry picking, playing with all of my dogs, especially my puppy Poppy, and really just everything that allows me to be outside. I find that you can learn a lot about yourself when you're outdoors, and you can let technology and the stresses of life go for a while. Surrounding myself with nature is a humbling experience for me and really makes me realize that nature deserves respect. It is so valuable to respect everything and everyone. My family is really what has influenced me the most. I have 2 amazing parents, 2 older brothers, a wonderful sister-in-law, and a beautiful niece and handsome nephew. I value my family and the time we have together and the lessons that they have all taught me. My parents have always instilled in me that you can do anything with character and a strong work ethic. You can be the most intelligent person and receive straight A's in school, but without character and without the ability to really get your hands dirty, you will lead a very disappointing life. It takes a lot of courage and determination to move 3 little kids and everything that you own all the way from Minnesota to Alaska, and I have so much respect for what they did, and I'm so thankful to have been able to grow up in such an amazing state. Having the opportunity to study rural development has made me very proud of the community I came from and of rural Alaska, and I'm really excited about what opportunities I will have in the future to be a leader in not only the community I end up, but also the state.